The Spurs are back on their way to being a power in the NBA. When they won the draft lottery to get to pick Victor Wembanyama, their entire franchise outlook changed again. Back in 1997, they had a similar thing happen. They won the Tim Duncan lottery.
With the first pick in the 1997 NBA draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Tim Duncan from Wake Forest University.
One of the greatest players of all time. Then, in 2023, they got a second chance.
With the first pick in the 2023 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Victor Wembanyama from Nanterre, France.
In 97, it was Duncan to a veteran team that was ready to win. In 2023, it was Wemby to a young team full of role players. Now, in the 2025-26 season, the Spurs are ready to become a dominant franchise just like in the Duncan era. We all know the main reason we are here. Wemby. Just like Duncan in 97, Wemby was a can't-miss prospect, and so far he has lived up to everything we had imagined.
Fall camps, and they're just toying with the little kids.
Oh, poor Derek White, we love you, but he's going to end up on every highlight.
His defense is beyond elite. This is not even an overstatement. He may end up being the greatest defensive player of all time when his career is over.
Victor Wembanyama, one of the best matchups you'll see in the NBA this season. Davis working his way down low. Wemby, the opener against the Mavs for Champagne. Here's Alvin Sengun against Wembanyama. Sabonis attacking Wemby early.
His offense is coming fast. In back-to-back preseason games, he has had more points than minutes, shooting over 50% in both. Now, yes, I know it's preseason, but that's craziness.
Even if you date back to his rookie year, Quinn, he's been one of the leaders on this team getting to the free throw line. Wembanyama, he's got 7.
Giving him just basic progression, nothing special, he is a top 10 to 15 player in the NBA for the rest of his career, but as we have seen so far, nothing about Wemby seems basic. But as special as Wemby is, he's not the full story. What makes this version of the Spurs dangerous is what they've built around him. The Spurs quietly built the perfect support system. Devin Vassell gives you top-level secondary scoring. Harrison Barnes brings championship DNA from his Warriors days. Keldon Johnson is instant offense off the bench, and Luke Kornet is an energy big who will keep things steady when Wemby rests. It's balanced, experienced, and ready to win now. And as impressive as the vets are, the real long-term punch comes from the kids. Their last 4 draft picks are all players, all guys that will be in the league for years. Jeremy Sochan.
Game is like Victor Wembanyama, which is crazy. He'll be a force for a very long time. Sochan deflects it. 2-for-1 opportunity. Nope. Vassell will go straight to the rack. And a disappointing end here to this first quarter. Spurs by 3. Harden and the Clippers can indeed go 2-for-1. I'm not sure what that was. Sochan the other way. Whistle foul count. What a disaster.
And Carter Bryant.
Deny Edwards the basketball coming off that down screen and then doesn't miss a beat with the switch on the Mitch and pressures him and got the block and into the backcourt to speed the Sixers up more than they wanted it.
And there's another block by Bryant. He's got 3 tonight. Make it 4. 5, no.
Are 2 guys born to play for the Spurs. They do all the little things, do them well and without complaint. If you watch the NBA Finals in June, both the Pacers and Thunder had multiple guys like this surrounding their stars. If you want rings, you need guys like Sochan and Bryant. Then there's Steph Castle and Dylan Harper. Flat out, I love Castle. His defensive IQ and abilities are in the top 1% in the whole world. Pairing him with Wemby is going to be a nightmare for opposing teams. Coming out of UConn, I didn't think he had the offensive juice that he showed last season. I thought 15 points and 5 assists a game would be his career peak, but no, he did that in his rookie year.
They tried a risky pass. Castle steps in, waits, and scores.
And not very committed there. You see a lot of traffic on that one. Oh, there you go, Steph.
Hezzy King at its finest. Clock going down to 10-5. Castle keeps it, banks it in, and a foul.
His playmaking and scoring abilities were much more polished than he showed winning a national title with the Huskies. Now, his shooting is below average and needs to get better, but if any franchise has shown the ability to fix that, it would be the San Antonio Spurs. Dylan Harper, meanwhile, is the prototypical lead guard in this current NBA. 6'5", 215, and plays like a grown man already.
But still, it's first time in a real NBA game.
Off the cut and puts it in for two. Welcome home, Dylan Harper.
Not just a big body, he's got a sweet stroke as well.
Harper inside, Cornet kept it high, alley-oop.
Yeah, great court vision and awareness there from the rookie.
Interesting lineup here, Coach Mitch has put out. Harper drives and uses the speed.
He doesn't just have a big, strong body, he knows how to use it as well. His scoring and playmaking will translate in the NBA immediately. Like Castle, his shooting is behind everything else in his game, but again, the Spurs are the perfect place to remedy this. But every great rise needs a twist, and for San Antonio, it came in the form of an injury that might secretly accelerate everything. The injury to De'Aaron Fox is a blessing in disguise. He has had his ups and downs with injuries, but the last 2 years were mid, with 73 and 74 for games played. Then last year was only 62. But the Spurs were not really trying to win at the end of the year, so I would like to think he would have played if they were. So I think he is on the upswing, and this is just a freak injury. Again, I like to live in the positives with injuries. The reason the injury is a good thing though is the Spurs don't have to rush him. Giving a muscle strain extra time is key to make sure it won't happen again. They can take an extra week or two and let the Castle-Harper combo get first-hand experience. Give those two guys time to play with Wemby and the vets to do things they wouldn't have space for if Fox was playing 35 plus minutes a game. Knowing Fox is coming back and coming back strong, giving the young guys his reps early in the season will set the Spurs up for something big. And if the Spurs really want to fast forward this rebuild and go really big, there's one trade sitting out there right in front of them. A very specific trade, in my opinion. I think the Spurs should trade for Utah's Lauri Markkanen.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I believe Markkanen would be the perfect fit next to Wemby. He rebounds, plays tough defense, and is an elite shooter. He is not a ball-dominant player like other guys on his level. You can drop him into any team and he's going to flourish. Could you imagine Markkanen spacing out the defense for a Wemby-Fox pick and roll? Him cutting off of Wemby at the high post. A pick and roll with him and Wemby? That is elite. That is stuff that will give other teams nightmares. So what would Utah want? Obviously, they would ask for everything and the Spurs say no. But I came up with two ideas. Now, if Utah wants picks to keep building and vets to flip for more picks, then a package of Vassell, Barnes, or Keldon Johnson plus 2 to 3 firsts could work. Or, if Utah loves how the young guards are playing in Fox's absence, they can ask for one of them. A package of Harrison Barnes, Keldon Johnson, and one of Castle or Harper would make sense for both teams. Both the Spurs and I would prefer the first trade and to hold on to Harper and Castle, but to get a guy like Markkanen, it would be worth it in my opinion. Now, I already think the Spurs are going to shock the NBA this season, but if they land Markkanen, it won't be just a shock, it'll be an earthquake to the NBA landscape. Because after building the Duncan dynasty, the Spurs are back, and the NBA is not ready for this version of San Antonio. Now, if you crave even more in-depth analysis, this time of players about to explode, check out my videos on Amen Thompson and Zion Williamson to see how these two are going to be problems for the NBA this coming season. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. We post videos like this every week and it helps us grow the channel and reach more NBA fans just like you. And with the constant evolving landscape here in the NBA, you're not going to want to miss a single upload. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.